Downtown Los Angeles. That's the location for the Rockets. A man who some say plays angry. Russell Westbrook, looking to punish the opposition, leading the way for his team as they get ready for game time at Staples Center. Rockets, Lakers, coming up next, right after this. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you very much. Last season, the Lakers duo of LeBron and AD became the first duo of Lakers starters in the All-Star game since Shaq and Kobe in 2013. It was, as we all expected, a perfect pairing. And LeBron said, it's getting better as the days go by. The more time you spend together having the same goals, the same drive, it organically happens. I don't know about organics, I just know that those two are scary for the rest of the league. Kevin?
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Bradley in at the 1. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Now, here's Bradley. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
With good size for his position, Green uses his length to finish shots from all over.
Bradley against Westbrook. Here is House. To the middle. It's deflected. Kicks it out to Harden. House, the pass to Westbrook. No good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Green dishes to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Here's Westbrook. Up and in on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
The ability to draw contact and get to the line is a great tool for any player to have, but it's really a bonus for perimeter players like Bradley.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And Avery Bradley, still a solid player for this team. You know, maybe not in his prime, but still defensively, he's a difference maker.
Yeah, GA. I mean, injuries have slowed Bradley down over the years, but he still has some great footwork. He's physical on defense. He's undersized, but he can match up with either guard spot.
And so Bradley nails both of them.
But the defensive specialist, Bradley, now a veteran, he's proven to be a guy who can contribute well as a starter or a bench reserve.
Now here's Westbrook. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Bradley kicks to James. Shoots over Covington. Offensive rebound. Davis hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Well, if you're the D, you got to box out Davis. That's just common sense, because when you don't, he hurts you for this type of mistake.
Back to Harden. with some arc. He lays it in.
And the floater from Harden, that beautiful raindrop, teardrop, rainbow is just exceptional. No way the D can contest that in time. You cannot jump higher than that ball.
Now here's Bradley. James right side. Over House. Stolen by Harden. And here comes House, leading the fast break. He doesn't hit that one. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Green taking his time here. Passes to LeBron. And they double up James. Outside Bradley. And the shot is long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that one's good. House.
Way to showcase the court vision. Westbrook, I mean, he gets his teammates some wide open looks.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Avery Bradley. The Rockets also changing it up. Jeff Green is checked in for Robert Covington. Ben McLemore comes in for Danuel House. And it's Gordon in for James Harden. Rockets trail by 3. And Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook not the floor spacer they looked to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball. Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
Here's Kuzma, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Rondo looking over the floor. Fires it up. And Westbrook pulls it down.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
1:32 left in the first quarter. A miss that time would have put him up.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
No problems knocking that one down. Davis has got 6.
Wow, how about that quick thinking from AD? He doesn't want to give the D any time to react. Just catch it and let it fly.
Now here's McLemore. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Second chance shot. A nice shot by Tucker.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Lakers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Rondo finds Caldwell-Pope. Inside, Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Wow, you see how fast he got off the ground? I love whenever Kuzma rises up to throw it down.
Caldwell-Pope against Gordon. Lets a floater go. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D. Lakers leading by 3. Rondo with the ball. Now defended by McLemore. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Houston gets called for the foul.
I mean, having a floor general like Rondo on the court instantly elevates your offense. He does everything he can to bring out the best in his team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Houston also making some changes. Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And both free throws good from Rondo. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Gordon. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that first quick step of Gordon, I mean, super effective at getting him space, which gets him to the rim.
Outside Rondo. To the wing on the left. With 2 seconds left, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Ben McLemore.
Love the fire Kuzma plays with, especially inside where he dares defenders to follow.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
And both free throws good for Kuzma.
Yeah, and for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma's made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Lakers lead by 5. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others setting him up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable doing. Like I'm able to catch and shoot. I'm able to play off, on the wings.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Oh, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Jamari Carroll is out there with Ben McLemore, and it's Green in at the 5. Pass to Rivers. Over Rondo. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. He doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
That one is off.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for Rajon Rondo. The Rockets also changing it up. Robert Covington's checked in for Green. Daniel House comes in for Ben McLemore. And James Harden subbed in for Gordon. Lakers leading by 4. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Here's LeBron. McGee trying to break free. And LeBron James gets it to go.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Harden against Green, and stolen by LeBron. There's the pass to Caruso. It's rebounded by Houston.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
Chalk up 2 there.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
The Lakers in the lead. Caruso looking for an opening. High arcing shot, and the basket is good. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer off the mark. Lakers leading by 4.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Here is House. Releases. Rebounded by McGee. Lakers shooting well. They're at 45%. Green kicks to McGee. For 3. Second chance effort. Morris, left side. Pass to Caruso. LeBron outside. From deep three-point range. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Avery Bradley comes in for Alex Caruso. Houston also making some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for DeMarre Carroll. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. The baseline J. And that one hits back iron.
And they continue to control the glass.
LeBron outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, come on. We all know LeBron is used to being fouled. It's just amazing how he keeps his focus. Such a powerful player.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jay. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired
Wow.
shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Oh, well, come on, Jay. Russ lives by the motto, why not? I mean, the same reckless abandon we see on the court, it's reflected in his clothing. I love the form that Caldwell Pope has. When he's open in the mid-range, he feels comfortable rising up from there.
Bradley against Westbrook. Gordon with no one around. Another miss by Houston.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you've got to knock down.
Kuzma passes to Davis. Over Gordon. Kept alive. Another shot. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Masterful at timing. When to go after offensive rebound. Kuzma excels at getting the right position.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
That's good from Westbrook.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Here's Caldwell Pope. That one no good. And it's Houston the other way. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Gordon against Caldwell Pope. To the inside. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And finished off by Davis.
When LeBron gets up, get out of the way, unless you want to be on the post.
Westbrook with it. Over Rondo. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Westbrook.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups and knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. Looking at the Lakers, Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man drop, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And so it's Houston with it. 7-point differential. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green out there with Brent. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Oh, what a beautiful point.
What intensity. Did you see that? Great. And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
Double team on Westbrook. Here is House, covered by LeBron. Passes it to Covington. Over Davis. It's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Bradley kicks to Green. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to LeBron. And there's another one for the Lakers.
James loves pulling up immediately off the pass. You can't give him any breathing room, even when the pass is coming his way.
Out left to the wing. Here's Tucker. Nailed from three-point land. Tucker's got 5 points so far.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. The front office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And, of course, they certainly gave up size, but with Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting, with open driving lanes to be at their best. And Covington provides that, along with great perimeter defense. Guys?
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David. First free throw is good. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
LeBron with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And again, the Lakers, no good.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Down low, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
If he's got his hands on the ball within a few feet of the basket, Tucker has one thing on his mind. Dunk that.
Here's Caruso. He kicks to James. And the dunk by James.
You give James a lane to the basket, he's going to dunk it hard. Amazing watching him just glide through the air.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
And you see how the Browns led the league in swats. Not only the wingspan, but the awareness.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
And the Lakers with some changes. Dwight Howard's checked in for Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Danny Green. Houston also making some changes. Tamari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon comes in for Danuel House. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Lakers leading by 8. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
This is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
Gordon kicks to Harden. Ripped away. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Caruso. Good D by Covington. Rockets trail by 10. Now Harden. He's got 6. Shoots. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Dishes to Rondo. A minute 42 left to play in the 3rd. Davis kicks to Rondo. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And here's Harden for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got it back down to single digits for the Rockets.
And it's clear that Harden is a high IQ player. I mean, in pick-and-roll sets, you can see it. His decision-maker is just extraordinary.
Pass to Rondo. Three-pointer. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Some changes for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. The Rockets also changing it up. Green comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Ben McLemore in for James Harden. Here's Rivers. Softly drops in the floater. Rivers has got 5 points so far.
A crafty finisher. Rivers has a lot of confidence going to that floater when he's given a chance.
James made that one as his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Gordon, the pass to McLemore. Kicks it to Carroll. And Davis sends it back. In the corner, it's James. LeBron is doubled. Rondo against Rivers. From outside the arc. James, no good. Rockets trail by 7.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Caldwell-Pope with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Here's Davis. No good. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Lakers leading by 7. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got McLemore. He's out there with Russell Westbrook. Gordon out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 4-man position. The Rockets shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Westbrook against Bradley. Count that bucket.
That's a play this coaching staff loves to draw up for Westbrook. He doesn't make many bad decisions in the pick and roll.
And here's Los Angeles. Outside Bradley. The pass to Kuzma. James looking around. 6 to shoot.
LeBron is so aggressive, virtually unguardable, tough to contain when he's going up to shoot.
LeBron James. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James.
The agility, the instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
Green, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Rockets trail by 6. Here's Westbrook. Plays it up and banks it in. Westbrook's got 19 points.
The defense probably had a plan for Westbrook's drive, but he's so dynamic. I mean, it all falls apart.
And James with the basket on the assist from Green. And the Lakers lead by 6.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Now here's McLemore. Houston moving it around. Westbrook passes to Gordon. It counts, and the foul.
That's good.
Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good from Eric Gordon.
Oh, he's a top-tier shooter. Gordon, he's a former Sixth Man of the Year winner who plays his role to perfection.
James outside. Pass to Kuzma. Over Westbrook. Kuzma can't get it to go. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 3. James against Gordon. Passes it to McLemore. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, it's a big boost when Green's in sync with his teammates. That kind of fluid ball movement is big for them at that end of the floor.
Here's Westbrook. In the corner, it's McLemore. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Bradley deciding where to go with it. The 19-foot shot, and right through it goes. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Oh, a smart player with a crafty handle. Bradley's fluid in the pick and roll.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Rockets. James Harden comes in for McLemore. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. We've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
LeBron outside. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. Count it. Good.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Westbrook against Bradley. Westbrook double team. Outside Covington. Shoots from the block. Rebounded by the Lakers. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
Now here is McGee, guarded by Tucker. And LeBron throws it down.
Powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
Timeout called, the Rockets. You look at James, what a contribution.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
It's a take charge brand of basketball he's been playing tonight. His point total tells you all you need to know about just how good he's been. And once he got going, their game plan really became simple. Just get him the ball.
Rockets trail by 6. Here's Harden. Covington trying to break free, and the basket by Harden.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's James. The shot's good from McGee.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Here's Harden. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And Harden loves getting contact on his shots, showing off his true muscle and level of concentration.
Here's Bradley, and he lays it straight in. Bradley's got 4 this quarter.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Harden up top, guarded by Green. Harden, no good.
Look, I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not these.
The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is, a hustler, an energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage.
Daniel House has checked in for Eric Gordon. Davis inside, defended by Covington. Kicks it out to Bradley. Back to Davis. Over Westbrook. And Davis can't get it to go.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
Harden against Green. The feed now to LeBron. It's good. And the Lakers lead by 9.
And the way James dominates on the offensive end, making it look effortless tonight.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden with it. Picked up by Davis. Shoots. Harden, no good. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. He kicks to McGee. Pass to Green. Now here is McGee. And here is James. And so the Lakers take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you have accomplished so much in this league. How have you sustained it for this long?
It's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations. And for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, we appreciate all the work you've put in, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.